Babylon did not fall with screams. There were no walls shattered by catapults. No final charge. No heroic last stand. The greatest city on earth, the city of gold, the city that believed itself eternal, fell in a single night without a battle. While its people drank wine, while its king mocked the gods, while its gates stood open in confidence, an empire quietly stepped inside. This is not a story of swords. It is a story of arrogance, deception, and the most dangerous enemy of all: certainty. Welcome to ChronoVault. If you love cinematic history, forgotten empires, and the moments that silently changed the world, subscribe to ChronoVault. Because history's most powerful moments often happen when no one is paying attention. Babylon was not just a city, it was a statement. Its walls were so thick that chariots could race across them. Its gates were plated in bronze. Its temples scraped the sky. Its streets glittered with wealth stolen from conquered nations. The Euphrates River flowed straight through the city, bringing water, food, trade, and life. Babylon had something no enemy could defeat: confidence backed by engineering. The city had endured sieges before. Armies had starved outside its walls, while Babylon feasted inside. To the Babylonians, siege warfare was almost amusing. Let them come, they thought. We have years of supplies. And so, when a new threat appeared from the east, the Persians, led by Cyrus the Great, Babylon barely flinched. Because Babylon did not fear men. Babylon believed it had outgrown fear itself. Cyrus was not like the kings Babylon knew. He did not burn cities for spectacle. He did not massacre populations for terror. He studied his enemies. And when Cyrus looked at Babylon, he saw something the Babylonians could not see in themselves. A city that had mistaken strength for invincibility. Cyrus understood a brutal truth of power. Walls do not fall first, belief does. Instead of rushing the gates, Cyrus waited, and Babylon helped him. Babylon's king, Belshazzar, was celebrating. Outside the walls, the Persian army camped in silence. Inside the palace, wine flowed like rivers. Belshazzar threw a feast so extravagant, it bordered on blasphemy. In a moment of drunken pride, he ordered sacred vessels, stolen from the Temple of Jerusalem, to be brought out. Cups meant for worship were filled with wine. The king and his nobles drank from them, laughing at the gods of conquered peoples. And then, the room went silent. A hand appeared in the air. No body, no face. Just fingers, writing words of fire on the wall. Mean, Takol, Parsin. The message was clear. Your kingdom has been weighed and found wanting. That very night, Belshazzar would die. But the most chilling part? The Persians were already inside the city. Babylon's greatest strength was also its fatal weakness. The Euphrates River. Cyrus did not attack the walls, he attacked the assumption behind them. Persian engineers diverted the river upstream, lowering its level as it passed through Babylon. The water dropped, slowly, quietly, low enough for soldiers to walk through the riverbed. Babylon's river gates, which should have been closed, were left open. Why? Because no one believed an attack was possible. The Persians marched under the walls, through the heart of the city, while the population slept or drank. No alarms, no resistance, no battle. By the time Babylon realized what had happened, it was already over. Babylon fell not in flames, but in confusion. Persian soldiers took key buildings, the palace was seized, Belshazzar was killed. Most citizens woke up the next morning, under new rule, without ever hearing a sword clash. Cyrus entered Babylon not as a destroyer, but as a liberator. Temples were respected, captives were freed, exiled peoples, including the Jews, were allowed to return home. Babylon wasn't erased, it was absorbed. And that may be the most terrifying conquest of all. Babylon did not fall because its walls were weak. It fell because its leaders stopped questioning themselves. They believed their enemies were predictable, their defenses were perfect, their power was permanent. History punishes that mindset every time. The lesson of Babylon is brutal and timeless. The moment you believe you cannot fall is the moment you already have. Empires collapse quietly long before they collapse visibly. Babylon thought history had ended with them. But history is patient. It waits for arrogance. It waits for certainty. And then, it walks through the open gate. If you want more cinematic stories about empires, power, and the fragile illusion of permanence, subscribe to ChronoVault. Because the past isn't dead. It's watching us. And one final question. What modern empire do you think is leaving its gates open right now?